Closing market comments for Wednesday, October the 28th. The markets were sharply lower today, with corn down 15, soybeans down 22, and wheat down 7 cents on the day. Grains opened near unchanged last night, but then just started down and just kept going down. Funds were large sellers today, selling 15,000 contracts of corn, 7,000 contracts of soybeans, 6,000 contracts of soybean meal, 7,000 contracts of soybean oil, and 15,000 contracts of wheat. So as you can see, the funds were bailing today, and the markets overall were down. COVID concerns were a big part of the markets today, and both the stock markets, fuel markets, grain markets, everything was lower. Across the board, we saw down markets. Stock markets were down about 3% on the average in Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P. Crude oil was down over $2 a barrel. Gasoline and diesel, ethanol were all lower. So it's just a down market all the way around, with a lot of fears about the COVID situation and some questions on the election as well, where this is going to head us as a country. So both of those factors playing in the market. Export sales announced this morning: 207,000 metric tons of corn to South Korea, 110,000 metric tons of beans to Egypt, normally a customer of Brazil, and 120,000 metric tons of beans to unknown. U.S. is very competitive in grain prices in the world right now, and you can see that with the export sales that we had today again, but it was not enough to turn this market around. We just saw too much concern. Germany, France, Poland, Italy, all slowing the economy and closing down parts or all of their country for 2 to 4 weeks. U.S. has concerns as well with the rise in the COVID cases. Chicago announced today they were closing the inside restaurants in all of Chicago, so I don't think too many people this time of year are going to sit outside in Chicago to eat. So obviously going to have a huge impact on the restaurant industry in Chicago, and everybody was concerned. Weekly oil inventory was released today. Crude oil at 492.4 million barrels. That's up 4.3 million from last week and 53.5 million above last year. Gasoline stocks at 226.1, down from 227.0, and up from last year at 220.1. Distillate stocks at 156.2, down from 160.7, but well above last year at 119.8. Ethanol production rebounded this week, up 28,000 barrels a day at 941,000 barrels per day, but still below last year at 1,004,000, so down 63,000. Ethanol stocks were lower. A little friendly news there: 19.601 million barrels, down from 19.721, and also quite a bit below last year at 21.099. So thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.